People always misquoting our scriptures until they get caught. Check it out.
I think it was Matthew or Mark.
Yes.
He says that Simon of Cyrene is the one that was crucified, not Jesus. There's only one other gospel. There's only one other gospel that says it was Jesus that got crucified. The other three don't mention the story.
Can you show me the scripture where it says Simon of Cyrene was crucified? Because I must have missed that in my Bible studies, man. I must have missed that big one.
Yeah. Yeah. Matthew chapter 27, verse 32.
And when they had come to a place called Golgotha, this is to say, place of skull, they gave him sour wine, mingled with gall to drink, but when he had tasted it, he would not drink.
You didn't like that wine or what?
Wait, one second. Who's the he in this verse?
Which one are we talking about?
That verse that you just read. Who's the he?
Verse 34?
Vinegar mixed with myrrh to drink. Who is the he? Who was it? Was it Jesus or was it Simon of Cyrene?
It would have to be Jesus.
Nope, it's talking about Simon of Cyrene. It was Simon of Cyrene that's on the cross, and it was he that gave the vinegar mixed with myrrh to drink, and it was he they crucified. It does not say Jesus. It says,
beautiful.
I stopped you right there, because even the Codex Sinaiticus does not state Jesus.
You know what? You're probably right, but why don't we read on? Why don't we find out who it is? And they put up over his head the accusation written against him. This is Jesus, the King of the Jews. So if this is Simon Cyrene, why?
What did I tell you? Now 1 second. Now, this is the
you just told me the context of what you knew you were hiding.
Yes.
Hold on. And then he says, it gets better. Hold on, brother. It gets better.
Chill.
Ready?
Jesus.
Chill. Don't get too excited.
Who's the other guy?
Remember when I told you? Remember how I told you specifically keep reading? I'll tell you when to stop. I told you keep reading. I wasn't hiding. I wanted you to get to this point.
All right, ready?
The reason why I wanted you to get to this point.
Yes.
Right? When was Jesus ever called the King of the Jews?
All right. You ready?
I'm very ready.
Beautiful.
Because Jesus is not a single time.
Let me explain.
Okay,
did they do this? Did they do this in mockery of him? Absolutely. Guess what? The very next part. Hold on. The very next part in verse 38 says, "Then two robbers were crucified with him, one on the right and another on the left." So, before you jump to anything else, can we conclude there? Hold on.
Continue reading.
Hold on. Calm down. It's all good. I just got one quick question, yeah? Because this was the claim that you were making, that it was Simon of Cyrene, yeah? Can we conclude there that the person that was crucified was Jesus?
No.
According to that text?
No, because according to that text, it was Simon of Cyrene that bared his cross, and it was him that gave the vinegar mixed with mint to drink, and it was him they crucified, not Jesus.
Okay. So why are they putting up this sign about Jesus?
1 second.
I'd say he met a man named Simon.
If they put a sign on top of his head that says King of the Jews, now I want to say where Jesus was called the King of the Jews.
That's just...
They were mocking.
Oh, just the mockery.
1 second. They were mocking Jesus for being the King of the Jews. Right?
Okay, fine. You know what? I'll grant that to you. Guess what?
There was someone else. Hang on a second. There was someone else called the King of the Jews.
All right.
And it was not Jesus of Nazareth.
All right.
Do you know who it was?
Ready?
You know who it was?
Check it out. Hold on. So let's just say it was Simon Cyrene. Let's just grant that to you, yeah? Why on earth would they put this title on top of Simon? This is Jesus, the King of the Jews. When Jesus was the one that they were coming after, yet they put somebody else on the cross and they put the title of Jesus on top of him. What was the purpose of that? Is there any historical context to that in any way, shape, or form? Come on, man.
Stay there, chill.
I'm here. I'm here.
For a second. I've got to bath my son and I'll come back. One second. I'm not going anywhere.
No worries. All good.
The Marquez, if you want to take over or juice.
I'd like to